You know, that's the angle of the. How far?
You know, when the city council meetings, all the staff sit over there. You can go to work.
Yeah. No, it's like.
I'm seeing him.
Oh, it's completely.
You can see it from a very distance. That's what we. All and was and what's that? Well, they're both doing. Yeah, same. You live on a lot, see it. I hope I'm not around for that. 2050 is one. That far. It's far enough.
26 years, and. You don't want to go to 26.
I'm lucky I'm retired by then. Oh, I'll be retired then.
Yeah, you just don't want to work. That's the.
I think I'll be involuntarily retired by then. Incompetent. See, what's that? 81, 81. That's a healthy. Jimmy Carter, 100 years old. I haven't seen him lately. Yeah, he's getting old. It's like he's 100 or something. Jimmy Carter isn't 100 yet. Matumbo died too. Yes, he was like in his 50s. He wasn't very old. He rose was yesterday. But I think they're going. Yeah, my tumble was like Saturday or Sunday. He rose yesterday. Yes, he was on Saturday. Yeah. It wasn't, you know, there, but it was out there. There was some too. There's other possible time. Okay, boys. Yeah. It's not so like it was off camera.
And hey, that's going to be bleeding this way. Evidence of those.
Go ahead and start planning commission meeting. Then call me to order, all everybody to planning commission meeting. My message is not with you. I have a pledge of allegiance of the flag of the Union of Florida, all over the world, and it's allegiance by the Union of Florida. Why this is conservative, but it doesn't want this to be conservative. You can really put it here. To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next item is to adopt next agenda and to post it for the state law. Motion by the second. Okay. All in favor? Next item, public comment. We're going to open public comment. Previously, one here. If anyone wants to make a comment, address. Next item, to the work session. All in favor? The work session. Maybe just some time. So first item is we have. Next item is saying city attorney not here, so I'm assuming nothing here. Okay, committee items.
We have Sadie's Glen, phase 1 and 2. So that's going on. What's on the top? The rest. We have Parkview is 5 and 6. This one, you can see where there's a new park. This west of the regional park. Where's the last time?
Did anything happen with the park?
Well, they're going to school. Nobody is opportunity for phase 1. From the park, that's probably it. Probably this thing that might have this.
The arts academy, or is that the biggest school?
So yeah, we'll have 2 elementary schools under construction, so we have 1 under construction now, as the school that shows. Then, by the shops, there will be the arts academy. So yeah, it's for parents to go dedicate to the schools and then go through what's be growing or something.
Yeah. This item is what I asked you on some today, but we did not need to show plan. So,
Yeah, during their budget retreats, where they talk about priorities of this next year, they talk about one different. There's no concrete timeline doing that. I think we are still over, but with the new freeway and some of the changes, you read through the plan, there's like items and a lot of that actually completed, which is good. It's, you know, it was 2019, so it's 5 years, and we want to stop. We're able to upgrade.
Once I go to the transportation, it's that it was right there, because a lot of it is when West Bay was come to, when West Bay was come to, now it's here. So, that was part of the reason I wanted to kind of slide it in tonight. I just thought we should look at the transportation and for the economic development piece. And just look through it and remember something that see what when the time comes to update it, which is coming in here because it seems like we can you can make a recommendation, you can ask for it to be updated. That what kind of things would we want to update? A lot of times we see the map. People want to rezone something or build something that develop lots of they don't find path. There's a lot of them they don't find this. So that way, that's the this. We spoke to transportation and development as that time was, and then we have come up with other meetings in the future. We multiply them on the agenda. We find the same thing. Just have a word section where we can discuss other sections of the plan. So we can compare when the city council does say, "Go with me like this." We'd be ready for it.
Yeah, there's the text and there's also the accompanying map. And I know that, in years past, we used to take time in each planning commission meeting to talk about, one quadrant at a time. One way, one way to tackle this is we could look at one vacant property area at a time. There's maybe a dozen areas in the whole city. We could have a conversation about, what it is, and how many acres, and what it's currently in. Because the text is important because it indicates kind of what our intention is. But where it comes down to the most often reviewed item is the map, right? Because it holds a little bit of weight, as we say, rezoning has to match the map. So sometimes the people that want to build things want to amend the map as well as the zoning.
Well, I'm going to take a look at the how it's laid out. You've got, I read use my quickly to see how it's laid out, the transportation and development. And then
Would you like me to read it in an artistic fashion?
if you really want to,
British, please.
British accent.
I just like it talks about the West Davis corridor there. And so that's, it's like the next 4 or 5 years, well, it is built, right?
Yeah.
And so it's no longer the plan, it is there as we. So as we go through and update the writing, that's something we want to update, it has the intersections there. It has the extension, 193 has been extended to it, those kinds of things, a lot of things in there. The schools are there, if we go down a little further, then we get closer to the economic development area. Well, there's the bus, and we only have like still 3 stops in the city, no, we've got a few more.
We have one route. That's I think it talks about right here, Massachusetts.
There, yeah.
That hasn't changed. UTA has their, their master plans, and they'll send emails out that. And I've left, I've given them an input saying that you should probably address the bus lines and the federal part of that.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the city has those new parking rights, and we're still trying to wrap it up. I think we're still working with UDOT to finalize like the maintenance and the management aspects of the parking right. It's kind of like a wild west right now. We got guys parking trailers, we got who knows what, people parking everywhere, using it as their own personal whatever, but I think as we finalize those agreements and figure out who's doing what, who's still plowing, who's cutting weeds, who's arresting the people that are doing stuff there. Who's kicking out the trailer that's parked there the last 4 months and getting it whatever. So yeah, the freeway just adds a whole new element to the general plan. And we've already been brought to task with landowners that say, well, I'm next to a freeway. Doesn't that mean I get some extra density? Or what, people are asking, like, what are the appropriate land uses next to a freeway? Because a freeway does have, it's not exactly a desirable thing to be next to right now, the traffic comes really on that. That's what right now, it's not that bad. I mean, I don't really like this, but I've heard some people, I don't hate that way now, but
I don't really way far from this. What I hear is that
It's not gonna be too intense until it extends further north. Once it goes further north and we become not endpoint, but at midpoint, it'll.
one thing that I think we ought to look at is about the ordinance. We require fencing in between different uses. We don't say we're silent on what kind of fence you're supposed to put up if you build something next to a freeway. They're away with a chain link, and those people are kind of exposed to some of those noise pollution, air pollution. I guess that's not going to say making air pollution impacts, but You know, and then there's some physical constraints too, like there could be a semi truck that crash right through that little. I don't know, maybe a semi truck will crash through it a concrete fence too, I don't know. But maybe at a certain speed, it would actually have to be done.
They would, I don't know if you saw the, pictures from the Bear Lake accidents that happened, the 3 or 4 that happened in the last few years. Yeah, if they're going fast enough and they'll break through.
Is that one where the trucks keep losing their brakes right there?
Yeah, come down the hill in Garden City.
Yes, however, the last one was partially because the person fell asleep. Literally nodded off and then woke up and didn't have time to breaks.
You know, you mentioned about the water, that is something future agenda items, they look at that.
Yeah, or we could propose to run it by city council, if not,
Okay,
and then bring it back.
I would do, we give it a,
Straight our wheels.
we bring up them and see something to do.
I mean, yeah, it's probably a proportionate exaction to require that in developer and say, you build next to a freeway, we expect you to build a whatever,
I'll say that. Minutes or something.
Because UDOT's policy is that if you build next to the freeway, shame on you, you feel better, it's not wrong. Basically, but if you were there before and then they come against, affects you, then they'll make this. But even projects that were, you know, not in the ground on the freeway, but if it was in the process of being entitled, they still are not, it's not wrong. That's what you do, no,
You know, right there, kind of also it's the third line at the top, 2000 west, Lower Road, White, State Road, that's the city piece of 2000 west.
yeah, I've been getting a lot of phone calls. The city updated their master transportation plan. There's something about that intersection where the roundabout is, and we walk out by a house and we're down. And, you know, the guy in the corner, just has a lot of friends and talks to a lot of the neighbors up there. They've all called me and said, oh, I heard that the city's gonna take our house. Like, well, no, I don't think we have any details. So if you look at the master transportation plan, transportation master, I think the first phase is to restrike 2,000. That's in the next like year or so. And then we're supposed to review the intersection, which you don't even know what that design looks like yet. It could be a roundabout, it could be a four-way intersection. It could be a super roundabout, or whatever they call those, turbo roundabout. And so,
What 8 roads, there we have 6 roads, 8 roads now.
you got Bluff, 2,000, 2,700, 246 roads. Yeah, so
That's
it's,
there,
Yeah,
because I think the plan is eventually, it's based on the map, the transportation plan is that the one that crossed the flood, kind of redirect around.
Yeah, so if you're going northbound on Bluff rather than going right at the intersection, you'd be rerouted on 27. Good luck turning left,
yeah.
so you might have to turn right.
I just hope they don't throw in any of those, left or right turn lanes, like they don't,
No returns, please.
what did you call
Lately, one of the late fall, but through here.
them? It's called a blue turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Bluff Road had to do that, if we were way to design it. I mean, maybe you could turn left now, but actually, it's so busy.
Probably what they do is they just redirect it into 2700, and then if you have to handle like that turn, go to 2700 first, or then.
Yeah, so city council, I think they're going to have a discussion on that soon. You know, that they had one, consultant studied it out, and like, the city council's like, I don't know, I want to see the other options there. There might be sorry, the.
Maybe 2000 west, they,
You know, that's a very high level statement. But like, so if you look at the master transportation plan, so the first place is striking the 2030 phase 2 or 3, whatever it is, it says widening. I mean, widen 2000, you have to take houses out, and that's where people are going, like, what side of the road are you gonna widen on? We don't know. We haven't designed that yet. Road, you know. If you look which side of the road City Hall's on, that gives you an indication, most likely is probably like take out City Hall, but you have to make that on a case by case basis, and maybe it takes out one side and then goes to the other side on different sections.
That's how they did it, was they were going north, so they didn't have to be higher than this.
Usually those cities used to get away.
I don't, if it becomes a state road, more than become the best problem.
Well, I guess my point is like the city, when we bought a house or some small things here or there, but how would be a really big project for the city to take on? I don't know, we're really quick.
The city doesn't have an eminent domain, but you know, does.
Right.
So you can have willing buyers who was for that house, but
Well, I think we do have a domain, but I don't know. The budget and the capacity and management budget, that's, I really would be kind of more of a, do that. I don't think that the city's necessarily trying to push it. We don't want, last thing we want to do is displace people. It looks like everything is very good. There's like a lot of incidents. Traffic's backing up. I mean, traffic north down on 2000 West already backs up. Last City Hall intersection, but really activated going back to work.
well, that's phase one.
So we try.
We're, master plan doesn't stand the 5 lane cross section, the one block to City Hall. Before widening all of that down, because the widening.
The very important.
Right.
But most people are worried about their house, so that's the. And I've just been telling people that we don't know what side of the road, we don't know what your house we take, or exactly what it we take. And, I mean, in my opinion, most likely, it'll be UDOT, they agree to make it a state highway, and they want the funds and the capacity, staff, and to take on a project. Maybe it'll be a city project, I don't know, but my favorite.
Isn't the 2000, I believe this is the name, is a 2 mile road, 2000 for basically Clinton to West Point. Isn't that technically UDOT? And the reason I'm asking is because of the master project that's going there now.
2000 west, Cattle Drive to the south, all the way through. All right. How it goes like next to Midland Drive, maybe?
Yeah. And I think one of the problems that we definitely will not want to do is what Clinton has dealt with for 20 years. And up until now that they've now finally started to do the widening with the freeway access right down the road there, we definitely will not want to be in a position where we're already kind of getting close with the traffic building up from south of Antelope on 2000.
We do want to do their flower baskets. That makes everything okay.
No, not any flowers. If we have the next section, I was talking about traffic congestion, that's the next section, about. That's where the bus route and we have bus service. How do we, is it just talking to UTA to get the buses, or is there some people we talk with, or is it, how does it work? Get them to change their bus routes.
Yeah, a lot of the regional transportation planning goes through Wasatch Region Council. Because they're the ones going out funding, but as far as transit goes, yeah, UTA is the main place for transit related things.
I don't know recently, well, the planner for UTA, because they've recently updated their long range master plan. He indicated that the density along our state routes was not high enough to justify additional routes. And I pointed out, oh, we're getting 1,300 apartments online. Because it was at that time that they were not built, or they were in the process of being built, and they were not aware of that. And because right now they're zoned as mixed use and Gator Eats, which does not compute in their system as higher density. So they're not showing up as, you know, we have a lot of people close to these routes where they could be more effective. And so that would be part of the discussion. Is pointing out what density is there and it will justify additional routes.
Yeah, I do remember when we updated the master plan in 2019, we did some mapping, and one of the like density and transportation investment going in here, and transit and density going in. And so I know that there's some thought into that with the proposed location of density on the map, making sure that the density is near transit, make sure it's near grocery stores and on the state highway primarily. That way the traffic goes onto the state road instead of the local road.
They have a close part of the park where already.
The city did an RV dump over by the shops. I don't know. We had an RV dump in one of these parking rides. We might get people living there.
Right idea.
And then electric vehicle charging, that's becoming a thing more and more. I know some cities are making it a point to install them there at City Hall. I don't know if we're going to do that.
Is that something that free electricity the city provides, or is it that you have to pay for a certain amount? You know,
There's probably all of the above. You just have to say you have to decide what they want to do. They're really trying to push it. I remember there's a guy that came in there in the presentation, he was trying to start a company with, paid. And his whole idea was to get these paid facilities on all the public. And then he would share some of the profits. But I don't know, I think a lot of these guys would drive all the way out here to find a charge the house.
oh, that's
There could be people that work at the city.
Yeah.
That are driving here that want to charge on work.
I was impressed at Layton, they've got Farms Park right by the pickleball courts, they have recharging station. So, all pickleball recharging vehicles.
Yeah, we just got bike racks. Yeah, we got those. We're requiring those now.
That's what I'm going to page. And they're from.
Yeah, those electric scooters, I think those are. That's the way I use it right there.
One of my neighbors in the apartment by their house. I don't know how they work, because they just, I don't know, they charge it, or they parks, well, when you pay. The green and white ones, you just pay for it. They're probably working there, what they do. They're probably taking out what they're doing when they get there. Yeah, there's not one.
There's a number on the side of the scooter, a resident ever has one that was ditched in their yard. They can call the number and they'll come pick it up.
Okay.
My wife and I spent an evening one time running the two of them around downtown Salt Lake for about 2 hours. It was expensive, but it was fun.
Yeah, I remember, so we had an operating agreement and a business license, but, well, it was first, now it's mine. We don't really have the density or the number of people, so I don't think they're doing very good. But they're still around, like you said. They have this technology, it's called like a geofence. And they can just turn them off, like wherever you say. Or make you park, it won't stop charging you, so you park where you're supposed to. So like there's an ability to say, this is scooter parking, you have to return here. That feature wasn't activated, but we told them, we said that we don't want to park all over our sidewalks blocking. That's usually the biggest, problem. That and the fact that they go like 20 miles an hour, if they're cruising on the sidewalk, 20 miles an hour, and there's somebody with a stroller or something, you're gonna run them over.
Yeah, you mentioned the geofencing, there's a couple of stories in the news recently that they activated geofencing around certain areas that if you ride it into a particular crosswalk or area, they'll actually just completely shut down, and you have to move it with the word.
I think if you hit our city boundary, it turns off. But that's actually, as far as like a micro mobility tool, if you're trying to get people over to like a railroad station or a bus stop or something, and then sometimes you cross city boundaries, it's actually disadvantageous for you to turn off the city boundaries sometimes.
But more as projects. And there's the action, talk about there, with more products.
Yeah, not done. I mean, we have, we put those comments in process. We have tried working with the shoreline trail.
Where is Shoreline Trail?
So the idea is that you would have a trail that would be by the shore. And we call it shoreline trail.
Is it under city board with, is it Syracuse?
So a lot of that land out there is owned and maintained by the Nature Conservancy. And they shut it down. They're like, you're not gonna have people out bugging our ducks and just really concerned about dogs chasing the ducks, people squishing duck eggs and all that stuff. And so I think there's been a little bit of a pivot to having this, I think as imagined, the shoreline trail will become like a nature trail, like all the way out by the lake as far as possible. I guess right now it'd be like way out there, but so I think the idea now is to try to focus the paved, what do we call them? Multi-use pathway, what's the official term for the 10-foot paved asphalt trail, multi-use trail? I think we're trying to focus on those along Midtown. So if you look along the regional park, we've got a lot of paved, and then with Parkview, they've done their trail. Then the Bills, they have their trail. You go to the there, that's like a whole mile of new trails. And then up along the west, there's a trail. Trails are really popular with residents. And when you have a trail, it's proven that you'll be more active. If it's by your house, and you can walk out your front door to get to a trail. It's proven that you will use it and be healthier and more active. Your life will be better. So I think, and they're just so popular, everybody's using them. And so with our future projects, we've been trying to push forward as much as possible.
I think I get the early school every single Monday, Tuesday, or Monday, Tuesday, and every single time we're driving up 700, we have to stop for somebody doing the cross at 701 trail next to the freeway. Every single morning, it's like clockwork, and it's different people every morning.
And now the freeway's done, I mean, you can get on our trail and go south with, it's in everything. I mean, you can go to Provo.
Yeah, you know, quite what it is. I did that with her. It's free.
You know, a lot of people use it as a bike trail. Going to e-bike.
My wife and I had never left when we were right there. We just got there, we were right there with someone.
Nice.
We just don't travel, we went all the way to.
Yeah, we have 2700 south that's still kind of undeveloped. There's no curb gutter, sidewalk or anything. So we thought thinking about transportation action items, something on the horizon to try to get. And in our new transportation master plan, they have a new cross section where if it's a collector road, it's like a, what they got on, like a active application collector road or something like that, and it has a trail on one side instead of the sidewalk. And so I think that would be a good goal to kind of do point somewhere south, improve curb gutter, sidewalk, and trail. So,
So the trail runs in front of this house instead of the sidewalk or?
well, I guess that would be a decision the city has to decide, maybe you can do both, but the shoreline trail is essentially locked, it's, yeah, only coverage there. I don't think it's going out, I mean, I think you can get it next to the existing roads, or maybe through, you know, where the third farm is, maybe in the future, as that develops, maybe on the south end, we can exact something from future development, but that might be more of a long range deal.
I would like the next one. Where are we at as far as doing the trail out in Alabama?
We have actually made some progress on that. The city got a grant to look at, put all the environmental stuff. And so there's a design for where it will go. And, the next step is to apply for grants to build it. And there is a lot of money out there for trail right now.
Are they thinking that's the idea that it would follow the existing pathway?
Yeah, so the causeway hasn't applied to already. But the goal is, I mean, if you look at Hamilton Drive, especially out west, I mean, there's like a 10-foot ditch, you know, just like gravel, like a little narrow gravel shoulder.
Right past it.
I don't want to fall through when you go, no.
Yeah. And there are bikers, because you go out past the sewer district and everybody likes riding that road because it's just through the fields, there's not a lot of traffic. But between, what is that, 1,000 west? 1,000. So try to get rid of, make the jump from there over to the causeway, and those bikers are taking their life in there because it's a little risky right there. But this trail, between town center and the causeway, that would connect all the way out to the limits. That big old ditch you get either height or the trail I've seen has the trail on the south side of the ditch, so you have the bigger median between you and the traffic, so you feel a lot safer.
Well, that would also be good for the future, because anytime we have any kind of bike race going out, coming up that direction, you see the cops out there directing traffic, and, you know, completely stopping. I get the cyclists.
What I think we must have done, is that a lot for when we do.
Do they were what?
When we do.
Well, really?
Some chasing ones, what we know.
Look at us, we're famous.
Yeah, I mean, not that I do this, but when you get out on the causeway, there's no intersections.
That's no.
And there's no driveways. And it's relatively straight.
Long,
What are you saying?
What's in front of you? Or cops in front of you?
If I say it, I'm.
It's a one big curve, so it would be. Maybe that's something that's worth continuing. And then we say, yeah, it's 5,000. I mean, we're gonna say,
You know, one thing that our ordinance says right now, we require crosswalks, so like, we require a sidewalk to look right over each side line. But we say that sidewalk has to cross the parking lot at some point, and it just says it's similar material. And that every time the applicant's like, so paint. No, I mean, it's gonna wash, it's gonna be like a season, then you'll never repaint it. Well, it's similar. What's the similar meaning? So we always get exposed. It'd be nice if it was like, you will pave a concrete crosswalk of this color with paint this wide. They don't ever want to do that because usually they'll pour the asphalt first, and they have to cut the asphalt and then pour the concrete, and then it creates a new scene where the water gets in, and they just don't like it for maintenance reasons, but.
Could do a situation where maybe not tell them what to do, but tell them what specifically not is allowed, like, this is your bare minimum, you have to be above this.
That might be something else, I guess, something to do with this discussion, it's another thing we can talk about. You know, we're gonna say, hey, you want us to do this?
Yeah, that would be an easy ordinance fix if we can just specify exactly what we do, what to do, every time. And there's paint, there's this like thermal stuff. But I think the best thing is a standard concrete. But for maintenance, they get additional. Yeah, but it really differentiates it because you get a little rumble, tires, and see it. And sometimes it's all concrete already, so then I guess that's where the stained concrete comes into play.
That's what I'm thinking. That was kind of another for a few things I was not want to say, but my thought is, and I said this beginning, that in future meetings, if we have a very, very short agenda or nothing on the agenda like tonight, we have a work session and it cover like something. I think that's a good discussion tonight. And we've identified a couple of things that we can offer to city council and we can maybe update these things. And you know, maybe next time we'll go for economic development, or we're gonna know it breaks us up in the, what, 18 or 12 pieces, maybe pieces to break up into.
This,
No, that, when we talk about different sections of the city, we're tying them out
oh, the
with
quadrants.
quadrants, of course.
I can't remember, it's been a long time since it's been that way, I might have broken it, but.
I think it's more than 4. And so my thought for future meetings, when you have these kind of things, we'll just have a work session like this. We'll cover the next time in economic development, or we can cover the different sections of the city, the quadrants, or if there are eights, I'm not sure what to call them.
Yeah, or even, like I was saying, we could try to tackle an area that has a lot of plants, we know that's where the applications are gonna come.
We can, maybe next time, we'll just look at, next we have a meeting like this, where there's very limited amounts or nothing, let's just plan on having a work session. And we'll cover, next time we'll cover some of these vacant areas, or the economic development section. And we can, and that way, when city council comes and says, hey, yeah, we want you guys to look at this, we've done our homework. And we're ready to go say, yeah, okay, we're ready to do it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Make these changes. We're already ready. We've already discussed it. We're ready to do what we want to do. So that's kind of my goal. There's something I'd like to see done in the next little while. As we get asked to do it, take a meeting like this and just take a chunk of it. I don't want to take everybody's time for hours. But, you know, take a half an hour, 45 minutes and go through. I think that's a good discussion tonight. So I appreciate it. So unless anything else you want to talk about on the training on the general plan here. Next, commission reports. So one thing, I'm on the Syracuse High Community Council, and we got our first meeting this morning. Syracuse High is now, there's over 2,800 students at Syracuse High. It is by far the biggest school in Davis District and one of the biggest schools in the state. The new parking lot is nice to have there. I did ask them if I should because all the district parking lots take 20 minutes. So that's what the district put up, they aren't enforcing it. So because most people come to visit, it's not 20 minutes. It's, you know, they're gonna meet with some counselor or something like that, or it's like an hour or something like that. So that's what it says, but they're not, unless it's stretched, you know, don't want to park there all day. But if you're going there for an hour or something, that would be a park there.
Are they gonna look at the parking policy? Now, they've got the new parking lot.
They have looked at it, they're still gonna go with the sophomores. Because as they add new parking, the school still continues to get bigger. And so this is the biggest sophomore class I've ever had. And it's anticipated this will get bigger.
Have they considered doing distance-based parking, so like rather than say if you're a sophomore, you can't park here, what if they said, if you live within whatever, they do it for busing, they know where the kids live.
Right.
And they could say, if you live within half mile or 1 mile, maybe it wouldn't get enough people, I don't know. But if they said, if you live within 1 mile, you can't park here.
That might just exacerbate the city's issue of parking in the streets.
Yeah, so we expanded the no parking zone. Or the parking by permit zone. But for those neighborhoods in south, is a huge problem.
Is it getting to the ones on the east, do they have the same problem, is that curiosity?
Yeah, the Danbury. Well,
Danbury, even the one, like, what's the one across the street from Danbury? So Ivory.
yeah, the Gately Farms.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gately Farms has been in place for a while. But the Danbury is new. And that's like, right now.
So they are aware of the problem there. They did add, it's a couple hundred more parking places.
Well, to the north, the hospital land, there may be an opportunity there. School district, don't know that, there may be some sort of cross parking agreements and stuff.
I have a better building in high school.
That would be nice.
I mean, considering how long it would be in elementary school here.
It's not on the current lawn, there's, well, the current lawn was built in the junior high and school. Their numbers, which with certain side of I didn't believe either, but I still believe numbers show that we had dipped in students, the certain side population and drop.
Pretty sure they said the exact same thing about all the pictures. And that did not.
People moved in. So that was it was a good meeting. There's that question probably take the
I have one.
and
I don't know if how much effect that would have, but I'd like to know if Syracuse County is ever going to.
suggest that they haven't been.
Please do.
Okay.
Well, I have another one here on.
They can throw money at
Well,
all the
topic.
programs.
So, with the Ivory Monterey Estates, we work with them, they had a detention basin that backs up onto I think it's the soccer field. And we got approval from Craig Carter, which is at the district level. And we said, hey, it'd be nice if there's a little shortcut for pedestrians and for students to walk to school if they're living over there. And so we, as part of the subdivision of their detention basin before we signed off on, we had for a concrete sidewalk along there, and then we have a fence, and so you get a nice little shortcut. And like 1 day later, the fence was repaired and shut up again. And we thought we had the right approval from the district, but I guess communication wise between the district and the local, I could see maybe there's a safety concern, they were trying to control the perimeter, but especially as we get more residents to the Northville High School, it'd be nice if we could open that back up, and like on the parking lot.
So it's a fence by the baseball diamond center, the soccer field center.
Yeah, you know how there's that big field to the soccer field east of the football field? All the way on the north boundary, next to the detention basin. They opened the fence up, but then the school district closed it right off. So if the sidewalks there, we need to open back up again, that'd be awesome. I thought that there was a few kids that were starting to use it. They'll find those things if they can.
I can bring our next meetings in November, but we're gonna.
And maybe the answer is just no, and that's okay too. We just thought that the answer was a yes, and they're surprised to see it. We required somebody to spend a lot of money to do it, and it was just like, oh, sorry, I read this, they didn't like that.
Yeah. They've been, the high school been pretty accommodating when we can. But citizens do things as long as they're respectful.
Yeah, we would even just to get kids to school, but I guess there's that neighborhood, access into the green space that would be a huge thing too, but even if they had a gate, they should close it off for the students and they want to close it off after hours, I guess that's up to them. Or if there's games, they have control access to the gate and the law.
I can bring it up to it, we'll see what we can do. How long was it right after how long was it was built, or how long was it happen?
It's probably like 5 years ago, when that Monterey State's was finishing up.
The principles will be the same, like, been there for about 8 years.
Yeah, we certainly didn't want to make anybody mad, or we just thought we had permission, yeah. It's fair.
Okay. Can bring it up. Any other reports? Okay, we're looking at the adjournment. Motion. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Thanks, everybody. Well, thank you. Turbo wrap. It's turbo. Oh.
They're not going in Park City. Really? I can see my farm back one right there.
I want to go there. I want to go there. It's great. It's my experience.
Even if we could, I'd take all of our stuff.
We are extremely optimistic forward in the state. Our marching down in our state. And I just want to see them.
Well, I look at.
So we actually, I look for this. And we were competing against our education, put us in a line. Oh, we would have one area below that, and he specifically that's kind of playing division so that we would be people, schools that won't balance. Yeah. I mean, it's still, you just gotta have better control stuff. Make it out. This is the bigger problem.
Right there, just said it would become a state route.
Another that a new so as a project election didn't pass. For transformation has to be the question left. Now they're gonna do one. So, absolutely. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I think it's.
Short and.
Yeah, I got the.
Later.
Thank you, Noah. Apologies for my tardiness.
Oh, you good. You gotta get speed walking here.
As soon as I come in.
3 minutes late, it was the whole meeting.
Well, the funny thing is I looked at that over the weekend and I'm just like, well, we're not gonna have a whole lot to do. And then I'm like, I'm literally on the phone with the boss and everybody driving, like, I have to go. So I'm gonna take the rest of the meeting on the road.
Yeah, I agree.
You wanna sit and listen to our city meetings, and that's about what's gonna happen. Unfortunately, the last 45 minutes of the meeting, they were all just joking around and everything, but I'm just like, screw.
I think so.
Let's go, we never go this late.
It's still the general direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where it talks about like. Primarily residential city.
Yeah.
Sells that. There's no places for the law.
Yeah. That's good. So thank you. You want to change their agenda block, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, in the future, or something like this, let me know, let's just throw something like this on. So we can do stuff.
Well, that is zero preparations.
Yeah. Yeah, next time we have.
We have a resolution.